You guys the question, the little coach scenario. We've all have sons or nephews and family. We've all been on the field our whole lives, right? And so I've been dealing with a few situations that I've been wanting to talk to you guys about and see how you guys feel. Obviously, fantasy is over, football is over, so we're gonna have to fill in some more with some other content other than draft day and free agency and all this stuff. But anyways, to end the show, Jake and Nick, let's just say you're a coach. You're a baseball coach, okay? You're at the third base.
You talking Little League here?
Little League. Okay. Your player does his little crappy half slide into third base because he doesn't want to run, right? So he does his little step, twists his ankle when he slides because he doesn't want to slide, right? He did, and so he's hurt, right? And we're asking him, hey, what's the pain level between 1 and 10? And he's like, 3. So as we're trying to get him to stand up and just, hey, walk it off, before we even had a chance, Dad in his sandals and buku drinking shake comes and picks him off the ground, carries him, pats him, and carries him off the field before, it's like, what the hell just happened? So anyways, Nick, start me off. It's baseball. We all grew up. There's no crying in baseball. What are you gonna do when that happens?
It's so tough because the whole PC world nowadays is like you can't say anything. But I'll just be completely honest. I mean, I think the dad's doing the kid a disservice. I don't know him, but the coaches I know nowadays have to pass an extensive amount of background checks. You have to take safety classes. I mean, I've done them, right? So it's not like back in the day where you just got, drunk dad, bad news beard coming coaching your little league team. That doesn't happen anymore, right? Like you actually have responsible, and I'm not saying you're just putting your whole faith in, but from the stands, I watched my son. He fell, he scraped his ankle, his wrist playing on the asphalt for basketball, and I'm just like, he better just get up and he better keep playing, if he can walk, and I'm not running out on the court to pick him up. You gotta let your kids be a little tough. You gotta be able to fight adversity. That's what sports is all about. Again, barring any crazy significant injury, and that's what the coach is there for. Hey, let me evaluate really quick. Is the ankle broken? What's going on? Okay, it's not. All right. Hey, it's a pain tolerance thing. Yeah, you rolled it. We've all rolled our ankle there. Hey, try to walk it off. Let's see. Put some pressure on it. Let's see where we're at. For him not to even give you guys that amount of time, it's tough. But honestly, can you even say anything? I don't even know. Because then you get sued by dads and shit. I don't know. Nowadays, it's just so crazy. I don't even know what you can sue over, what you can't, what you get into. So, unfortunately, where we are in the world today, you just have to be like, what's up? But, the only thing you can do as a parent is as a coach is I try to have that meeting up front with the parents. Hey,
good point.
If you have an import before or after practice, fine, but during practice, during the game, let me coach and all that kind of stuff. Obviously I say it very nicely, very professional, but I try to have that conversation. I have their kids' best interests at heart. I don't want any kids to get hurt, and we will handle it as coaches, and all that stuff. But at that point, if they're still gonna run on the field, that's more of a personal thing, and that's unfortunate.
What do you think, Jake? What do you think? What would you do, sir?
Well, I mean, obviously they're kids. If a parent's coming out to scrape them up off the dirt and take them off, what am I gonna say? It's like that's your, and yeah, I'm kind of watching my, I'm not a doctor either. Maybe the kid did break a spaghetti bone or something like that. I don't know, but so when a parent gets involved, and wants his kid off, I'm not gonna say anything, but there's a reason why that kid is any little Nick.
There's a reason why he doesn't know how to slide.
Well, yeah. But like if he's loafing it and he's running half-assed and all that, and then he gives a slide and then he's hurt and he wants to get out of the game. I mean, obviously, that effort's not there. But I tell you what I would do though. I mean, this is just to get creative, taking me back to the old Verona management days. I would indirectly, I'd use it kind of, I'd be like, all right, next game, that kid ain't starting or that kid ain't getting a lot of playing time. And when dad comes running over in his flip-flops, and his Joe Biden sticker, I'm going to be like, you came in mid-game and you scooped your kid off the dirt. And, I had no idea what's going on. So I don't know if he's hurt or anything. So I'm going to minimize playing time till based on what your actions were, I'm going to wait until I'm comfortable to make sure he's not actually hurt. And I'd kind of go about it that way because,
Next
as much
practice is sliding practice.
yeah,
Can't participate.
At the same time, a kid like that, depending on the leagues, if this is rec league, like the kid's giving a half-assed effort like that, and then he wants, he wants to be taken out of the game. Like, I mean, he don't want to be there, either. So he's one of those. It's just, that's the reason that they got a bench. Get at the end of it. I will say this: my cousin's kid is in travel ball now, or he's been for a long time. Baseball. He's gonna be a freshman, so he'll be playing for the high school. But I went to a lot of games, and it was pretty much every game where these parents were just screaming at each other. Like it is still as much as they as much as we talk about it's a game, let the kids play. Parents nowadays are just out of control.
Yep.
They're just out of control. We're talking.
Great point.
We're talking like fights. We're talking literally like
cheating,
screaming fights, like in the parking lot stuff. And the kids are just absorbing all. It's such a disgrace. And baseball, for whatever reason, is so. Maybe the stress on all the traveling and all the money that the parents got to put up with to get their kid, it just puts them over the edge or something. But it's just getting worse every generation because then these kids are going to have kids and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. I've always wanted kids and all that, but I'm looking at the silver lining that I don't have to raise kids in this time where the parents are as childish as our children.
Or more so. And we talked about this last time. They're more childish and they let their kids take over as the boss.
Yeah.
That's what's happening in today's world.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So, it's a shame.
Well, look, I really appreciate you guys' honesty. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. More of those cool questions are going to come here at the Sports Ranter. For those of you that are watching, please leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know the situation that you've been in. And then we can go ahead and talk about it here at the Sports Ranter.